Hey, it is your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We're zooming in and focusing in on amazing viewer comments that I want to bring to light and share with the channel. And before we get us started, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my viewers. Thank you so much for your great hard work, your comments, your insight, and your interaction with each other. It really makes the channel so worthwhile, and it gets me excited and inspired to continue to produce the content that we're discussing here each and every day. So thank you so much for all of you, your continued viewership, and your insights and comments. It really means the world to me. And I want to get started now on a very powerful and very profound and very accurate and precise viewer comment. And that was stated basically that the narc scapegoats the truth teller in the family. And she furthermore states it's usually the truth teller in the family that is scapegoated. The narc hates to be told the truth. They prefer to be told lies, so they will scapegoat the honest child. Usually, the golden child is the one who just tells the narc what they want to hear. And this is so very true, and I want to really bring that wonderful comment to light. When we talk about it is the truth teller in the family that is scapegoated, so it's the one that is honest, that brings dysfunction to light, that is sensitive to the lies and doesn't like to see or feel the ramification of lies. They understand inherently that the lies are going to lead to trouble. It's going to lead to dysfunction. It's going to lead to stonewalling. It's not a good way to conduct oneself in family or business or societal affairs, is to have this sort of pathological lying or keeping up the illusion, the plates in the air, so to speak. And the very fact that she's cognizant of that is so very true. It's the honest child that is the one who's quote unquote, causing trouble. Even though you're just bringing the truth to light, you're the one who is difficult, incorrigible. They want to put you away, lock you in a closet, sweep you under the carpet, so to speak. And furthermore, it's the golden child who just tells them what they want to hear that becomes the golden child. So in other words, they just, play in suit. They just go along with the flow. They just, tend to keep up with the pathological lies, almost times to gratuitously. And it is very, very true, because the truth needs to be told. The truth will set you free, and the truth is powerful. The truth will rule all. But it's very much the difficult position of being the truth teller and being scapegoated for that very wonderful quality, and quality that should actually be supported and listened to and discussed, rather than battled, stonewalled, or, slapped in the face for telling the truth. That is part of the huge problem. So you can realize in that very nugget of a statement that it is the truth teller that is scapegoated in the family. And this can, also transcend to other businesses, areas of life. It's the person who, brings forth the honesty that gets told, nope, we don't want to deal with that, on matters big, great, or small. And the people who just go along with the status quo, who are fake, who tells people what they want to hear, even though they might be betraying themselves internally, they feel it's a necessary adaptation to just, just carry on and, not be genuine, to be disingenuine. And yet, people should be embraced for telling the truth. This reminds me of a very specific experience that I had as a young child, where I was in my preschool class, and we're all 3 and 4 years old, sitting in a circle around the teacher. And the teacher went out to the kids and said, we're reading our stories for the day. And I have a lot of memories, even from my very young childhood. I was very attuned to family systems and things of this nature very, very early on in life. And the teacher said to the group while they were reading the story, and it was just about to get winter, and it was snow on the ground where I live and where I grew up. And she said, okay, children, what color does the grass turn in the winter? And I thought about it for a moment, and I put my hand up, And I had seen grass, underneath the snow, and I knew that the grass dies. It turns, brown. It basically dies, and then it, comes back in the spring. So I raised my hand and I said, the grass turns brown. And she said, no, that's not correct. And she looked around, the other circle, and the children who said the grass turns white, were the ones who were applauded. And then meanwhile, at the ripe young age of 3, I thought, well, actually I know, the truth turns brown, but see, there I was scolded. I was, not publicly acknowledged, or, I was told basically I was wrong. Even though my own senses from being a child, back in the day, you used to actually play outside. You used to actually, go out with sticks and dig in the background and build things and forts, with your hands. And, it wasn't all about the computer. You would go and amuse yourself outside with rocks, sticks, what have you, visit with the neighbors, play kickball, etc. And so this is a perfect example where you have the truth, you're bringing the truth, and they go right to your face. No, that is wrong. Next, who's going to tell me what I want to hear? So it is that pre-calculating and that premeditating that has caused so much for the hurt and the separation between the one who is scapegoated, the one who is hurt, denied their reality for saying the truth like it is, even if it's something benign such as the grass turns brown, to something like, it was my sister who broke the vase. It was my brother who knocked down the lamp and broke the shade. They're gonna then see. And then a further comment by a viewer was so apt at supporting her and saying, yes, this has also happened in my family. And you see how this ripples out and becomes more severe with time and creates the divisiveness and the shutting out from one branch or little segment or, little area of the family from another. In other words, those people are the truth people, the truth tellers. They're not telling it like, what we want to hear. They're bringing something else to light, and we don't want to hear that. We don't want to deal with that. We don't want to cope with that. We don't want to listen to that. We don't want to hear what's right because, that's not fun, or it's better to just play along, play pretend than to listen to and acknowledge and validate the truth for what it is, because you could have a whole discussion with what is the truth. You could say, yes, kids, the grass turns brown and, it temporarily goes into hibernation and then it bounces back up. And then, this and this is what happens. I mean, you could discuss reality, but the lies, telling them what they want to hear is, keeps everybody on this superficial level. And so that's why it becomes unpalatable, and it causes a lot of anxiety because a lot of people are not comfortable living in the lie. It is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today, and I hope that these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.